All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the, it's like a double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and to all the occupants across the globe, pushing the word, truth, and city, and one say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone camp of Chicago with a lesson. Um, the truth is not about us. It's about Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. It's about glorifying Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. Waking up the elect and following the law, the commandments the best that we can. And yes, the Lord made us watchmen. All right, we're not lords over the Lord over the Most High's heritage, man. All right, we're not taskmasters. Okay, and we have to be very, very careful of how we say, or what we say to men of the Lord, and how we talk to men of the Lord. Whether you be in your spirits, or in your anger, or just in your everyday conversation when you're dealing with Akim. All right, because a brother could forgive you, because that's not only what he's supposed to do. Brothers are brotherly, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to forgive you. But the Lord may hold those things against you. All right, and just because you don't seem to be getting chastened or being reproved or corrected for it by the Lord, doesn't mean that he's not taking note. All right, and I just want to get a couple of precepts, and I'm gonna get out of here. 2 Corinthians 10, 10 and 12. We dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves. Right? And we don't boast and say that we're part of the elect. We don't boast and say that we're going to get on the chariots and we're going to be this and that, man. All right? And we're going to read down, say that we both, if him that glory, let him glory in the Lord. All right? We don't, we've seen prideful spirits in the camp that have been tossed out, man. All right, thinking that being high-minded, okay, looking down on brothers because of certain things. Gotta be very, very careful. So if we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, right, man, we can't be following examples of prideful men, man. All right, guys who talk about themselves. All right, guys who put themselves on some type of level. All right. It's true to talk about the meek shall inherit the earth. All right, and we gotta be in that mindset of the Lord could take this away from you also, man. If we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. All right, and you got different levels and measures of faith and gifts the Lord gave certain brothers. And brothers in the camp, brothers in the truth know who those brothers are. All right? But it's not a thing of comparing yourself with those men. All right? You don't hear, we don't have the examples of the apostles and elders measure themselves amongst each other, or measure themselves with brothers that may be on a lower level, so to speak. All right? You don't know what a brother's reading. You don't know what a brother's fasting. You don't know what a brother praying. You could pray, read, and fast, and the Lord still jack your ass up, man. All right? Going around and trying to light a fire under brothers, but you got to go about things the right way. Every brother doesn't read the same amount as other brothers. All right? Every brother doesn't push out heavy lessons like some other brothers. All right? Brothers move different. All right? But you comparing yourself amongst other brothers, man, Hey, that's very fucking dangerous, man. Let me get this scripture real quick. Um, I just had it in my head. All right. Uh, Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something when he has nothing, deceiveth himself. When you go around um, uh, looking in brothers' backyards, and saying what a brother not doing, or you know, um, or a brother not moving the way you would move or like him to move. All right, and talking about what I would do or what I'd be doing. Hey, that's your business. You move and do what the Spirit of the Lord, how you do. All right. A brother doesn't have to read 14 chapters a day and watch 30 videos a day, man. For him to be in the Spirit. All right. The Lord gave everybody a measure and a spirit to move according to that man's several ability, man. All right. Some brothers don't watch 13, 10 videos a day. You know, every brother's not gonna watch every single video that you watch. Every brother has a different playlist, so to speak, of who they watch. Now we watch the things that's in the orders room, 'cause we got our own little camp groupie, But brothers don't watch everything all the time that brothers post. Brothers not gonna see every single video of the apostles, every single video of the elders, man. Okay, and because you have time or your spirit is more fervent than a brother, doesn't mean a brother lack faith, doesn't lack understanding or anything, man. All right, so we gotta be very, very careful of how we comparing, all right, or giving them or trying to make a brother measure up to your standards, man. These aren't your men. All right. So if we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measure themselves by themselves, comparing themselves among themselves, are not wise, man. All right. So we got to be very, very careful, man. Um, Thinking that the men you're talking to are not men of the Lord or less men of the Lord because you do things more than him. All right. Um, but we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which the Most High has distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. All right. So sometimes, the brothers who have that bigger portion, their job is to distribute that portion to those who don't have it. All right. Not trying to put them on a level that the Lord hasn't put them on. All right. Because hey, everybody on the team, all right, is not going in the Hall of Fame. Everybody on the team is not an all-star. Some are just role players. All right. Um, Verse 17 it says, "But he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord. For not he that commendeth himself is approved, but whom the Lord commendeth, man." All right. Let me get a couple of precepts in this. I'm going to just going to go a cross reference. It says, Proverbs 21:2. It says, "Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts." Man, right, man. You're not gonna have brothers that gonna be able to call out 30 scriptures. All right, 30 precepts. All right, you got some brothers who are not able, who don't have the gift to carry a whole 2-hour camp and teach like that. Some brothers just bring out precepts. Some brothers just make good points. All right, but the Lord understands and knows the level of faith that He has put in each man, man. Proverbs 27:2 says, "Let another man praise thee, not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips." Man, when you go around talking about what you do, I do this and I do that, and brothers ain't reading, brothers ain't doing this. You don't know what brothers are doing, man. All right, you know, and I've heard several times from the apostles, you know, and elders and elder brothers who I watch all the time. You know, they go through lows. You know, there's times where they don't read. There's times where they hit spiritual lows. You know, and I've we don't take on that spirit, man. We weren't taught that way. Um, Luke 16:15, he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of the Lord. You know, that can go a couple of ways too, man. You know, because a lot of men look for praise. They say they don't, but yet they puff up themselves against brothers who may not be on a level, man. All right, there's not a big eyes little U's, man. Okay. All right, we've seen those men who want to be have power, want to be leader of camps, and we've seen those things, man. One of the chief seats. All right, those are highly esteemed amongst the world, man. But we're not in the world; we're in the truth. Um, Luke 18:10, it says, two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus within himself, the Most High, thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in a week. I give tithes of all that I possess. You know, you got Jake out here who are actually watching how much brothers put in tights, man. You know, they're watching what brothers just minor things that have nothing to do with them, man. You know, yes, you're supposed to give your tithes. You're supposed to give, in our camp, it's a set amount, and sometimes brothers don't have it, man. Okay, and not to say that brothers is wicked or nothing like that. You know I mismanage money. You know, I'm late. Some weeks I miss. You know, and that's because of my mismanagement skills. There's no excuse in that. All right, but those who are looking in pockets of brothers, all right, hey, man, that shit is off, man. All right, a lot of things that's done, man, between that man and the Lord, man. All right, the Lord knows the situation of men. All right, yes, brothers. Yes, I can do better. Lord, when I do better and managing my income. All right, but those things are between that man and the Lord, man. All right. You know, that's I want to get this. It's 2 Corinthians 3:1. Do we begin again to commend ourselves, or need we, as some others, epistles of commendation to you, letters of commendation from you? Right, man. Do we need your approval, or do we need the Lord's approval? You know, we just saying the world, man. What you want, a cookie? You know, you're doing a reasonable service. Hey, do the work that the Lord has set in front of you. All right. What another brother is doing, all right, it's between him and the Lord. If a brother not going off, leave the brother alone, man. All right. Everybody not going to say or move the exact same way. As long as they teach the doctrine and they're on point, then that's what it is, man. All right. Romans 14:18. For he that in these things serveth Mashiach is acceptable to Mashiach and approved of men, man. If the brother doing the work, all right, if the brother keeping up with his videos and his orders and doing the things he needs to do prospectively, not only for the Lord but for the camp, look at those things, man. All right, the brothers always, I haven't heard the brothers directly say it, but it's known, an elder brother in the camp, they look for the good in the brothers, man. Quit looking for that negative, man. All right. A lot of times it comes out of you're not happy with yourself, man. You always want to put the spotlight on somebody else. Examine yourself and worry about what you have to do, and let the other brother worry about what he has to do. if you're not doing what's right, then the Lord will set them straight, man. That's not for you to. That's not for you to interject. All right. There's another one. Excuse me. I just got up. It's right here. It says Proverbs 25:27. It says, "It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory, man." All right. You're not gonna. You got brothers who have time. Or maybe maybe they just use a lot of their downtime to watch videos. There's nothing wrong with that. I watch certain videos. Some days I watch a lot. Some days I don't watch many. You know, but the point being is that I'm gonna do what the Spirit allows me to do. All right. Um, right. It's Proverbs 26:12. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There's more of a hope of a fool than of him, man. Let's go to that word conceit. Conceit is physical eye, showing the mental qualities of mental and spiritual faculties. Spring, fountain. Um, it's just basically, in his own mind, man. All right. He'll be very careful, man. Um, get this. I'm gonna get out of here. Several. Says Matthew 25:15 is the parable of the talents. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway and took his journey, man. The Lord gave each one of us a level or measure of faith, man. All right. Okay. So that's what you got to understand, matter of fact. This is on 1 Peter. First Peter, start at 1, but the points in 3. The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach, and also are partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Salaki. Right, and just because a brother yawn doesn't mean a brother's tired, man. Okay? All right? Yawning creates oxygen in the lungs. All right? Because you got brothers, man, who just over-examine everything, man. All right? And that shit is off, man. That's the bottom line. Our brother yawning in the video. He must be tired and not giving us. Look, learn about the respiratory system, man. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. All right, our job is to watch the flock. All right, but we're watching the flock for sickness. We're watching the flock for brothers who need to get lifted up. All right. It said, neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And you can't get in a rant and a rage. You ask a brother a question, all right, and he doesn't know it, and you say the brother's not reading, or you ain't got this and you ain't got that, man. All right, you don't know what the brother has, man. You had a man who taught nothing but the Gospel of John. Okay, so you gotta be very, very careful at what it is you're trying to put on brothers, man. All right, get this real quick. See, the Spirit keep wanting me to go. So let me see. It said Matthew 7:3, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye? You know, you looking at brothers and overanalyzing and then picking their attributes or lack thereof in your eyes, okay? But do we examine ourselves, man? You know? Or how wilt thou say to my brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine own eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote of thy brother's eye. You know, brothers talk. You know, we talk amongst each other a lot. We're a pretty close camp. You know, you got brothers who are very involved with each other, as far as on a very friendship level. All right, and I know personally, sometimes spirit on me. You know, I would go in the car, you know, to do a lesson, man, instead of being in the room with my wife or my daughter or kids or whatever. Or go on the back porch, or go in the bathroom. All right, every brother, you know, may not have. Every brother's spirit is not the same. All right. Is my wife in the truth? No. Is my sister in the truth? No. All right. Do I try to do videos when they're not here? Yes. Do I try to do videos when the spirit hits me? Yes. All right. Those things I won't quench. You know, I do a lot of videos here. I do them on the road. You know, I'm just saying, some brothers, to keep peace in their home, they go outside to their car. They go outside on the back porch. They may wait till they get to work to do sit downs because their homes may not be um, the right environment for them to do those things, man. Are you gonna consider that brother weak in the faith because he goes outside his home to do the work of the Lord? You know. So with that, I want to say, call Allah, Yabashmi Al Shai, Darmanas the Apostles, and the others, the great millstone. Until next time, Shalom.